Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me for another video. For those of you that are new here, welcome. This is Create Her Best Life, a place where artists and lovers of art collaborate, join in together, gain inspiration, and create the life that they truly love, desire, and deserve. So with that being said, I'm gonna jump right into this next video. My cat just caught the zoomies, so I don't know what she's doing, but we're gonna move on, okay? So last video, we were talking about the 3-act structure of a screenplay. And today we are talking about characters and character development. Now, characters are everyone in your story. Am I right? That's a character. So that can be your protagonist, that can be your antagonist, your anti-hero, your anti-villain. Character is character, right? So in terms of a protagonist, when you're writing most stories, well, I won't say most stories, but like the average story, which kind of counts as most stories. I'll just say the story that you think about is a story that has a protagonist, right? So that story is important because you have to focus on Anyways, that story is important because you have to focus on your character, right? The character makes the story. So what makes a good character is a good character arc. And what is a character arc? The character arc is basically how your character changes throughout your story, right? What their goals are, have they reached their goals, how they reach their goals, and if they do. So a good character arc is a character that's dynamic. So there are two types of characters. There are dynamic characters and static characters. I'm going off of my notes here, right? Because I came prepared. There are dynamic characters and static characters. So a static character is a character that does not change. They're static. So a few examples I can show in their screen, but essentially a static character is a character that does not change. They're not as interesting. They're not as relatable, right? Dynamic characters are characters that do change throughout the story. They might have a different goal, or their outlook about that goal might change, right? So that character changes, which makes for a more interesting story because the character is more relatable. If you watch a story where you can't relate to the character, it doesn't mean as much to you because you don't feel anything. Like, how do you connect to that character? How do you connect to that other person, right? So making your characters dynamic humanizes them. And people just like to root for people that they can relate to. Am I right? Which can be a problem in other areas, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But essentially, a character arc shows that it starts out with your protagonist wanting something. What does your character want? What is their goal, right? The next step is in your story is your protagonist can't get that set goal. And then next, your protagonist must act to try to get to their goal. Do they have to fight somebody? Do they have to kiss up to someone? Do they have to work hard for something? It could be anything, right? Next, your protagonist has changed attitudes and or emotions about said goal. So that's basically showing how your character changes throughout the story. It could be a series of events that makes your character change their mind. Maybe they went to therapy. Maybe they had an argument. Maybe something like a drastic event happened to them where they're like, oh, I understand what the other person went through, so I don't feel as strongly about whatever that thing might be. So that's pretty much it on character. This is going to be a really cool screenwriting series that I'd love to start, and just filmmaking series with you guys. And I hope that you stay tuned. With that being said, look forward to talking to you guys in another video, and have a blessed one. Bye. Okay guys, the video is done. We're not going to worry about her part, but thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.